Hi, I'm Anne from the MS Society. We've got some important safety information that we want to pass on to you, so listen up. First of all, starting with the helmet. Don't leave home without it because you won't be allowed to ride. If it's more than 3 years old, or if you've had occasion to hit the ground while wearing the helmet, you want to get a new one. They start at $40 and hopefully your brain is worth that much. Secondly, you want to make sure that your bike is tuned up before you arrive. The great guys from Experienced Cycling will be there to give you air if you need it and deal with emergencies, but that's not the time to have your bike tuned up. Another important piece of equipment is a rear flashing light. It really makes you more visible to cars when you're riding down shady country roads. When you're out riding, we really want you to be safe. Make sure that you ride in single file at all times. If you're going to pass, it's always a good idea to holler on your left as you come up from the rider behind you. There's a few hand signals that you should use when you're out on the road. If you're going to go to the right, use your right arm. If you're going to the left, use your left arm. And if you're stopping, slow your hand down to your right like that. If you're going past something that's dangerous, some rough road or glass, the signal is this as you ride past it, so the riders behind you see it. When you're out on the road, you're probably going to be having a lot more fun than most of the drivers, and some of them do get cranky if there's large groups of riders. Make sure that you ride safe. Very rarely does a bike come out on top in an altercation with a car. We have a new method of marking our routes now, as well as the usual signage. This is called a road hickey. When you're riding along and you see it in this direction, keep on going straight. If you see it turn to that direction, it means there's a right-hand turn coming up. If you see it facing that way, there's a left-hand turn coming up. If you see it facing that way, you're going the wrong way and you're on the wrong side of the road. We have different colors for each route. The blue is for the main route on Saturday. The yellow is for the Century ride. If you see a squiggle like this, that means that there's an area of rough road or something to be cautious about coming up. On Sunday, all routes will be marked with pink. Another thing to remember is if you come to an intersection with the highway and the lights don't seem to be changing, you might need to move right into the car's lane to trigger the lights. If you do have an accident or someone around you does, there's a few things that you should do. First of all, make sure that cars are passed around the person on the ground if they're out on the road. Secondly, phone 911 right away if you need an ambulance. Right after that, please phone the central communication number on your bib. That'll let event organizers know where you are and how we can help. You can use that number for any other issues that you might have during the day, if you need a ride home, if you have a bike breakdown, or any other issues. So just call that number and they'll direct you to the right person. Another thing to remember is that drinking and driving laws apply to cyclists the same as drivers, so not too much sampling out there, okay? While you're out on the route, our communication guys will be out there on their motorcycles riding with you. They're a gruff-looking bunch, but they're pretty nice. If you do what they say, no one will get hurt. Have a safe ride out there, and we look forward to seeing you at Event Weekend.